Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here, you guys. This was a video I did just recently, and it got big, and it's still going big. And I thank you, everybody who watched and commented on it. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. But it got big, and everybody's talking about it. And I gave a shout out to Winning Communication. He was the first one that I saw talking about this video. And then I went back and discussed it, and he's since thanked me, and that is so cool and so kind of him. So thank you if you're watching. Okay. Why am I talking about this? Because everybody seemed to react to videos like this, where we see Meghan with our own eyes, well, being just awful, right? Cutting ahead of Harry, taking something that wasn't hers, being forced to return it and get what is hers. And anyway, go watch a video. Well, on my channel now, I have started a new playlist I want you to put your eyeballs on, and it's called Wow, Watch This. And it's a collection of my videos I've done pointing out her awful behavior. Now, I do tons of videos where I talk about things in the past and talk about things that they've done, but these are specific videos where it's caught on tape, her acting, well, just like herself, just awful and making it all about her, the narcissist that we've come to know, right? So today I want to do another one of those reaction videos, and I will be reacting to something that a lot of you had requested, and that is the Well Child 2019. I believe it was an award ceremony where she acted like such an ass. And I want to talk about it, and I'm excited to break this all down with you. Thank you for being here. I'm Jen. Honk honk, everyone. All right, let me set the stage for you. This was 2019, October to be exact. This is their first appearance since they were the worst of the worst, in my opinion, in South Africa. That was the turning point for me. I've talked about it at length about how that appearance in South Africa just sealed them for me as the worst people ever. Just standing steps away from actual atrocities and tragedies, and Meghan's there asking, not many people have asked if I'm okay. I mean, just the nerve of this woman. Member of the royal family saying shit like that. All right. Here we go. So this is the Well Child Award ceremony. Just after that, now just a reminder, this was for kids with serious illnesses and their caregivers. They were meant to have one-on-one meetings with with some of the night's winners. Okay. Archie, think what you will there, was 5 months old. They were using Omid to put things out and make them look better because they were backpedaling so hard after looking appalling after that South Africa thing. So she had put out this thing through Omid saying, Archie just had his first play date. He loved it. I'm like, it's extra funny now knowing that we never see the kids, but also the thought of her taking him to a play date to play with commoners, right? Yeah, right. I don't believe it. All right. But let's get into this. Now that you know what's going on, let's take a look at how rude and entitled, well, they both are. Okay, we're going to get to the video, but just in pulling pictures from this event, I was blown away because, again, I've seen the video we're leading up to, but I really hadn't taken notice of the pictures and how rude and condescending her body language is. And I'm not pretending to be a body language expert, but I have eyeballs and a brain, so I can see. Can you imagine? Never, ever would you see Catherine, Princess of Wales, making a face like this when going to visit seriously ill children and caregivers. This is how you're going to pose? Oh, really, smugly? Really? I mean, who do you think you are? And I would say, well, maybe it was just one bad photo. We all do it. We move our heads weird and stuff. But no, that's not what it is. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get into this. I mean, we have the cat that swallowed the canary here. We have, I could go on and on about this. Everything about this picture bugs me, especially when thinking about how she treated Her Majesty the late Queen with that curtsy and the non-curtsy. I don't know how to do it. What did she say? Medieval times, just in that over-the-top faux, look, I'm a commoner. I'm one of you guys, Oh my gosh, it's just too much. It makes me sick. Okay, moving on. So just eating this up, making it about herself. I'm not at all excusing Harold. I just don't find his behavior as appalling. He was actually being what appeared to be engaging at this event, and I don't know, as charming as he can be, now that we know more about him, I just can't with him. But you know what I mean? Like, at least he was playing along and engaging with people and sitting with people and reacting. And then you have this one. And you guys, she's pulling faces like this. You'll see in the video. When Harry's talking, she can't stand that she's not the center of attention. So all of a sudden we get, well, faces like this. Like, how dare he? How dare I not be the center of the attention? How dare us? You know, like, again, go back. I don't mean to keep comparing, but I can't help but compare. When you have somebody like Catherine or even Prince William, people like that are engaging with people and meeting with people and know that they're there to put a spotlight on projects and stuff, you don't see them pulling faces like this. You don't see them, you know, trying to get the attention because the attention's already on them. Instead, they're trying to shift focus to a cause or to a person that they are speaking with. I just find this completely repugnant. Okay, again, I am no fan of that one, Prince Harry, but at least he's trying, right? He's engaging, he's talking, he's doing what he's supposed to do, he's acknowledging the people. Okay. They're presented with gifts, okay? And so, again, I'm no expert. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing and I'm commenting on it. So, Meghan's talking, and then what do you notice? Her face. When she gets the gift and she looks down. Is that how you receive gifts? It's not how I receive gifts. I would not look at it in disgust and not say, like, how's your instinct not to say, oh my gosh, thank you? This is something we teach small children, to say thank you. I don't care if it's a pair of socks. You say thank you. These are the best socks I've ever gotten. Don't act like a childish, spoiled brat and make faces like this when you're not the center of attention. Especially, I mean, not ever, but especially when you're around sick kids and their caregivers and people that are there and this is a big deal for them. It just infuriates me. Okay, I just did another video where she's so weird about flowers. Well, here we are again. This time, I feel like she's so disappointed. By the way, beautiful bouquet, right? Most of us would be like, oh my God, that's beautiful. She's playing along for a second, but again, I'm no body language expert, but if I made this face, if Jay gave me some flowers, he'd be like, what the hell's wrong? Like, I just can't imagine reacting like this. She just seems like a spoiled, entitled brat. Again, the focus is not on her. She can't stand it. She's appearing to smile, but come on, she's such a shitty actress. I just feel like this is so cringe and so painful to watch. She wants to be anywhere else but there, doesn't want to be talking to these people, and can't even hide it from her face how not interested in all of this she is. Then, after all of that, we have this moment here. I know you've seen this photo. Allow me to show you the video. Unfortunately, it's very choppy as, in my opinion, I think the media actually cut out parts, it seems. Like when I tried to go back and find the moment, I know I've seen it in its entirety, but I tried to go back and find it. I could only find bits and pieces that people like us have shared. The media mostly did not show this moment, I think, to protect Harold and Fraud. While, you know, they go on and on about, oh, it's unconscious bias, media and all this stuff, and they're continually suing them, I really think that they cut out some of their worst moments to try to make them look better. Like this moment right here. All right, so Harold, of Harold and Fraud, I know, his name's not Harold. I always get those comments. Harry, he can't get Catherine's name right. Why should I get his name right? Harold is in the middle of talking, again, sick child and a caregiver. Okay. And you can see Meghan's over it. She's not wanting to be there. I believe I read these were the last people in the stop and she was so ready to go. And so she just makes up her mind in the middle of talking. It's time to go. We're done talking now. This is over now. I'm going to stand up in the middle of it now. Harry's obviously still talking. She gives him the look. So he better wrap it up quick. Can you imagine if you're this family that, for whatever reason, wanted to talk to these two, and this is what you're met with? I just think it's so rude and disrespectful. And again, it appears that the wall ends there. So again, from everything I read, it seems like they're the last ones that were waiting their chance to talk to them. And this is how they act. This isn't some long-winded neighbor that you're trying to get away from. These are people that waited their turn to talk to you. And this is, I just think it's so rude, so incredibly rude. And then she can't even sit there and pretend to smile anymore while he he does the heavy lifting or whatever. He pretends to give a crap and to talk to people. She can't do it. Is she not the worst actress you've ever seen? I'm still stuck on this. While I'm not a body language expert and never have claimed to be one, I can recognize a shitty human being, and I feel like that's what we're looking at. Between the posture changes, the weird eye stuff going on, her facial expressions, the fidgeting with the flowers, interrupting, trying to get focus back on herself. I'm actually surprised she wasn't trying to get closer to the camera. I feel like she was on the entrance when all the cameras were flashing, but then sat further away, like toward the wall when she got there. Here you go. Here she is moving in toward the camera and whatever's going on here. Her gesture, just all of it, it just seemed inappropriate and typical narcissistic Meghan that we've seen. So that's it for this. Let me know your thoughts. Did you catch a moment that I didn't catch? Let me know in the comments below. This one just really sickens me, especially, this isn't like, I don't know, some polo match where she was making faces. This is a serious event with sick kids. And so I take this one especially personally. It really infuriates me to see her awfulness here. And it's interesting to see her, controlling Harry. But I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. If you want to see more clips like this reacted to, please let me know in the comments below if there's a specific one you want me to talk about, you want me to deep dive into. I'm glad to discuss it with you all. Again, check out my new playlist. It's right there on the main page there. You can see it. And I appreciate you all so much. I really do. If you want to further support the show, you know how to do it. We have the merch, Team Catherine. Check that out if you haven't already. Thank you to the huge response to that. We have Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where I do bonus episodes, extra content, deep dives, things like that. And thank you guys so much for just your kindness, your wonderfulness, and of course, thoughts and prayers for the king, for Princess Catherine, and for Anne, of course, Princess Anne, that we're hoping for a speedy recovery for her. Sounds like she's doing okay. All right. You guys have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.